Hey man, what's up? My name is Ace on the track, and today you're listening to The Bace, where we talk about life, music, business, and everything in between. Today I got Golden Child. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? How you doing, bro?
I'm blessed. You?
I'm good. I'm good. Always.
Fucking. Yo, first question I want to ask you, because I never asked you this before.
hmm
What does Golden Child mean? How do you come up with Golden Child?
How I came up with Golden Child?
Because it's a familiar name. You feel like you heard it before, but like I look around and like there's not really anybody called Golden Child.
Yeah. No, a lot of people give themselves like maybe the surname. You know.
Yeah.
They might like be like, yeah, I'm the Golden Child of my city. You know.
Yeah.
Me, it's like I am the Golden Child. You know what I mean? The one and only
Of the
you know,
universe.
of the universe. You know what I mean? And it's like since a kid, whatever I dove myself into, people always brought out the fact that I stood out, you know?
That's dope.
So, like, I was golden, you know what I mean?
And why the X?
The X, well, my mom brought me up. Since I'm a kid, she put me on Malcolm X really young, you know?
It actually has something to do with Malcolm X?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like, and everything he stood for, you know, the amount of books I have at home.
Of Malcolm X?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I thought it was just some random shit. You know, you see people writing like ASAP with a V instead of an A and shit.
Yeah.
But
No.
it's
But what's good with that also is that I put it instead of the O because Golden Child is such a common set of words too.
yeah.
You know, like first thing you do when you go on Google, when you write Golden Child without the X, you see the movie with Eddie Murphy.
Oh,
You
man.
feel
Is it a
me?
good movie?
Like,
I never watched it.
It's actually a good movie, yeah.
Okay. Alright.
But it's like the X, wherever you go, you write GX on the first one that pops up.
Yeah, YouTube type
you know?
shit. Okay.
Yeah, YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
That's another thing too. You're pretty like pushed by Apple Music and shit, right? And Spotify. Cause I remember looking. This is like I met you at Makeway, like a year ago
Yeah.
in the studio.
Shout out Makeway.
Shout out Makeway. And so I met you. Whatever I think you played a song for my boy. And a couple months later, I'm looking on Apple Music like new R&B or new hip hop, some shit like that. And I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through and I see Golden Child. I'm like, oh, dope. And I think it was All the Way or
Yeah.
Pegasus, one of those.
Probably in one of those playlists, right?
Yeah, exactly. So like, yo, like that's dope as fuck. An artist from Montreal, you know, you and like, there's not that many other people I feel like that are getting pushed like that. You know, maybe Skyfalls right now.
Yeah.
Enima.
It's all good music, you know.
Yeah, good music.
It's about the way people present themselves, you know. Like let me tell you, a lot of people think that it's really just a select amount of people that have these opportunities.
Yeah.
But you know, like I could easily tell you, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I didn't have access to those. It's just because of the way I carried myself, you know, carried my music, and also let my music carry me too,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
And that's what attracts people, attracts attention. It makes people that are in the industry respect you for your craft and for, like I said, the way you carry yourself.
Yeah, because that's a big one. Like, whether you're in the music industry, whether you're a doctor, whether you're anything, you got to present yourself a certain type of way. You know,
Yeah.
professionalism.
Mhm.
You know, reputation is nothing to fuck around with. If you fuck up your reputation, you fuck up your career,
Yeah.
basically.
And it's like you only have one career, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, you can have many different careers, but I'm saying
Career paths.
career paths, exactly.
Yeah.
But let's say when it comes to a music career, you know, as an artist, you know, a lot of people think that they could just do whatever and then the internet forgets, you know. The
No,
internet
bro.
does not forget.
The internet does
still
not
has,
forget.
Exactly. Like the internet still has some things from like freaking 10 years ago that someone wanted to delete and it's still there somewhere
Bro, you
hidden.
see a lot of videos resurface of like celebrities or whoever saying some fuck shit or
Mhm.
doing some fuck shit, and then boom, canceled. You know,
Yeah, so, yeah,
which is
yeah.
a fuck up, which is a fucked up thing because you
shit
know,
like blackface and like shit like that. You know, you always see people
Yeah.
like pop up.
yo,
There's always
literally,
some-
bro. Like, I'm not even about to talk about the Canadian government on this,
Oh,
but
yeah. Nah, that's
you know, so that shit's actually fucking crazy. Like you said, you gotta present yourself really a particular way. Honestly, just be yourself though, and I feel like if being yourself isn't enough, then like fuck everybody else.
I mean, you got to be yourself at all times. The only thing is that, like, yeah, be yourself. this is the funny side of it. You know, it's like it's funny but serious at the same time. Be yourself, but if you're like a born dickhead, you know, control yourself.
Control yourself.
You know, because this is really important. It's nice to be able to stand up for yourself. It's good to be able to speak what's on your mind. It's good to be able to express yourself and have the guts to express yourself.
Yeah.
But yo, if you're in a room with some people and you have the chance to be in the room with them, yo, watch your moves. You know, don't
your mouth.
ruin don't ruin the way people see you, just because you want to act out or just because you want to be yourself. You know, like that's where, you know, there's the fine line between being yourself and like having control over how people see you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why I guess it's different for everybody because everybody's a different person. But
exactly.
Be yourself with professionalism.
Exactly.
You know?
You gotta be yourself, be professional at the same time.
Yeah.
And you know, the main thing is it's specifically for your craft. You know, like people gotta be themselves. You know, a lot of people try to be other people.
Yeah. That's very popular nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right though.
Yeah, because people follow trends. You know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for, let's say, you remember Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah, so someone would come up with a Vine, the Vine would go viral, but 3 months, 4 months later, someone else would do the exact same Vine and get 3 times more plays as the person who originally did it.
Yeah.
You know? And like they'd be remembered till this day, but the other one would be remembered as the Vine star from back in the day, you know?
That's just crazy. And that works with music, right? So
Same thing for music.
Yo, you know that song? Oh, nah, actually, I don't even want to talk about that because I don't know who watches this shit, but whatever. But
What? Watches what?
The podcast.
Oh yeah, what song?
You know Lemonade, right?
Lemonade.
Fuck. I just got your song stuck in my head, so I can't even think of another like melody right now. But Lemonade is Don Toliver and shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yo, there's a guy who made literally that song a year before type shit, and then I don't know what happened. I don't know if they paid the guy to steal his lyrics and shit. Well, not steal. I don't know if they paid the guy to buy his lyrics and buy his melody and all that. But Nick Muir just like made a beat, and then the song is the exact same song as this other guy on YouTube.
Yeah.
If you search up YouTube Lemonade and it's like the specific name, it's his song. It's trash because he doesn't really know how to sing, but it's his song. You know, and that's just like that's.
You know how you could confirm that? All you have to do is just check the credits on Spotify.
Yeah.
Check the credits if you see
I
the
don't
guy's
have Spotify,
name,
but yeah, true.
or even on Apple. You know,
You
can
the
check
lyrics.
credits,
Yeah, true.
You know, so if you recognize the guy's name, he got the credits for it. If not, it's one of those.
Exactly, it's one of those. That's life goes on, you know.
Yeah.
But yo, how did you even like? How old were you and when did you? And I mean, how old were you and why did you get started in all this music shit? And did it start with you wanting to engineer, produce, be an artist? Like, how did it all start?
I was just like maybe 12 or when I started recording, 12 or 13 when I started recording on GarageBand.
Like yourself, your vocals?
Yeah.
With your beats or you get beats off YouTube?
My beats. I didn't even know YouTube MP3 or stuff like that existed.
Yeah.
You know, like the craziest I would do would be going on like hitstrumentals.com and getting like an instrumental that already exists.
Yeah.
That someone already
like a
made
popular song
to,
type shit.
You know, but like other than that, I'd make my beats on GarageBand. And after that, let's say I did that until I was maybe 15. You know, so by the time I was 15, I started recording friends, you know, in like the trap and stuff like that, you know. And
on GarageBand still?
Yeah, on GarageBand.
What kind of mic you had?
Bro, it was like the shittiest mic in the world.
Like a USB
thing?
thing?
Like USB, but it wasn't even like a music mic. You know? So it's like from there, I went to my friend. I actually met a good friend of mine, Dimaz, who's also an engineer. He runs a studio called Harmless Studios.
Okay.
And
shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out because I actually started frequently recording with like some decent equipment at his place. We were about the same age.
So that's when you really started getting into like equipment, right? Basically,
yeah,
I guess.
You know, equipment, like good equipment oriented music making. You know what I mean?
And what do they have? I don't know. I'm just a nerd about this shit, so I want to know.
Oh no, for sure. Yo, to be very honest, I think it was a Slate. I think the mic was a Slate. Actually, no. The whole kit was Audio Technica.
Okay.
It was the whole Audio Technica kit.
So headphones,
Yeah, headphones, mic,
microphone, probably
you know.
interface
The
to
sound card was like some old sound card. The program was Mixcraft.
mixed crap. I've heard of that, bro.
Yo, that's antique.
Yo, that's crazy.
But
That's how you know it's old. I've heard of it. I've never seen it. You know.
mhm.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, real antique. But we started recording every Saturday and Sunday at his place, and
Just on some chill shit.
yeah, and I remember making a song and having well, I met another artist, Jay Bandit.
Okay, I've never
Okay.
heard his name.
It's also a good friend of mine from out here. He's a producer too, and
Shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out. Basically, he brought me up to perform at a show with him.
Okay.
Basically,
Start recording every Saturday, Sunday.
yeah. So we were frequently recording, and
Okay.
I made a song. My boy, Jay Bandit, pulled up to the studio, and basically we ended up making a song together, and he invited me to perform at a show, at this place.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Damn.
At this place called Cabaret Underworld, and that's where like all these underground artists. Like right now, it's called Newspeak. Okay, but it used to be Cabaret Underworld.
It was like a
and
strip club.
no, actually, it was
Okay.
a big like this. That's where like all these like ASAP Rocky, Denzel Curry, they even had Trinidad James, Wiz Khalifa. That when they were underground, that's where they would perform. It's the only spot that would book them
No way.
because no one wanted.
Wait,
these
this is in
shows.
Montreal?
Montreal, yeah,
Oh shit,
yeah.
that's crazy.
Um,
That's a gem right there.
yeah. That was the spot. It just sucks that they changed it, but Newspeak is pretty insane too. It's pretty much like the same space,
Same
but
vibe.
like they changed the lights and stuff like that. So, anyways, I performed at Underworld, and over there I met this whole clique, COB 65.
Okay.
So that's like with this guy called Roger, and basically we performed at that show, and I was underage as fuck. And
And I was underage as fuck.
yeah,
Okay.
and I went backstage, and after the show, I met this guy. He came to ask me. His name is Kabia. He asked me what I record with. I told him GarageBand, and he started laughing. You know. Then he told me, "What are you doing tomorrow?" He pulled up to my crib the next day, installed Logic on my
Oh
computer.
shit.
He installed Logic and made like a 4-bar loop of an instrumental,
Yeah.
and then had to leave. You know, so he left. And I just kept in. I always see it. Like I have a really photographic memory, you know. So like I kept seeing what he did nonstop
Yeah.
in my head, and as soon as I closed the door after he left, I just went at it. You know, I just tried to like fully know Logic.
That's
you know,
crazy.
without using YouTube or nothing, just me doing it. You know.
That's the way to do it, bro.
Yeah, just going in, diving in. So like the first impression is your own. It's not like, oh, someone showed me this, you know? It's really
That's
your
facts, bro. Because if someone showed you how to use FL Studio, how to use Pro Tools, how to use this, like, your first impression of that is like how they use it.
own.
So then for the rest of your life, you'll low key be inspired by how they used
By
it
how
and just
they
keep
use it.
copying it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, from that point on, I stuck to Logic. Like I've been on Logic since. So I'd like record my songs, produce my songs.
You still use Logic to this day?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought you were a Pro Tools man.
No, I mastered Pro Tools, but I'm mostly Logic. I could use any program at the moment.
So
you
go
know?
on some Call of Duty shit. Yeah, I got diamond on this weapon. I got diamond on that weapon. You know, but that's crazy. I don't even think I've ever used Logic. You like it
yeah,
like that?
Logic is amazing. Yeah, I feel like it's one of the most organized programs there is. You know, it's
Yeah.
and you know, I love Macs. You know, because of the shortcuts and stuff. You got shortcuts
100%.
on every program, but like the Logic shortcuts, like I set up my own shortcuts, so I just
Oh, you can do that, right? You can map shortcuts.
yeah.
That's what sucks about Pro Tools. Yeah, you can't.
I think
map.
you could do that. I think you can. If you
I never heard about that, but remember, I think I've talked about this with you maybe at Misfits, but I have I have the trackball,
yeah.
so I have shortcuts on there, so that I can map to
that's
anything.
Easy.
Like I
easy
don't,
use too,
yeah, exactly. To close a plugin, I don't gotta click the little red X.
No,
I
you
just
got
click a
one right
button
there.
and then it closes the plugin, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool, but I never figured out how to like map my own shortcuts.
Shortcuts, yeah.
That's cool. So that you're a ninja with it. Eh?
Yeah, gotta
That's cool.
be.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons people pay is the quickness. You know.
Yeah, man.
So you're taking 4 hours for some shit that should take 1 hour. Quit, bro. Get a new.
Real quick.
You know.
Like, yeah, no, it's crazy. The other day, like, cause I recently moved and like, I was digging through my old stuff and I found like my first like mixtape. It
Yo.
was like I burned it on a CD.
That's crazy.
You know.
Shit. So were you passing those around when you were younger?
Not even. I only had 2 copies.
Why?
One's lost.
Fuck.
The other one is with me.
Found.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But so why'd you even make copies then, to perform or some shit?
No, it was just I just wanted to have them just in case anything. You know,
Okay.
so I always had it on me. It's not like I cared about that music though.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about me is since I'm a kid, I always made music knowing it was training. It's funny
Do you
to
still
say.
feel like that?
No,
Okay.
not well. I mean, it's always like that. You know, my mentality actually changed since then. The only thing is back then, the music I was making was so that by the time I'm like 18, 17, 18, 19, I had mastered my sound.
Yeah.
You know.
And you had the confidence to go about it and shit. You could just pull up to any studio and do your thing.
Exactly. You know, no
Yeah.
matter who or what machine it is, or
Yeah.
you know. So I always made music
dope.
keeping that in mind, and by the time it was 2016, January 2016, something happened. Someone dropped my hard drive, then I lost all my songs.
That's crazy.
And taught me a lesson though, you know. And everyone should have 2 hard drives, 2 backups, you know, 3 backups.
Honestly, yeah, 2 could be enough. I don't even have 5, but I'm gonna say I feel like 5 is a fucking good number.
Yeah, or just get 1 external and get a tower for your bass.
Yeah. And I would also, someone told me about this, and ever since then I've been thinking about it. I haven't done it yet, but have a hard drive somewhere else. Like, let's say, like you live out your parents' crib, give one to your mom or some shit to keep at the crib, and only she knows where it is, or at your boy's crib if you trust him like that. You know, like somewhere other than where your computer is and your other hard drive, so that let's say shit goes wrong, shit burns down, you still got 1 more copy.
At least you got one, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about clouds. No.
Yeah,
You just store everything on
Yeah,
there.
exactly. Yo, trust. Actually, I don't even know about fucking keeping a hard drive at your friend's crib who they might fuck you over. Just keep it on the cloud, I guess.
Yeah,
But
it's
cloud,
like
you gotta pay
Kanye.
money for that shit, bro.
You know what happened to Kanye? His cousin stole his laptop with all
I
his
heard
shit on
about
it,
that. Yeah,
you
just to
know?
get cloud, just to get money, I guess. Like,
I don't know for what his plan was. Honestly, if if a cousin of mine does something, like I'd find him like this, you know.
yeah, it's your cousin.
like
You know where they live at. You know where their parents live at.
But anyone can have like twisted intentions, you know. Some people
Yeah.
just don't want to see you win. You know, sometimes it's not even to gain something. It's just the satisfaction of not seeing you win.
Can you believe people are that evil, bro? Like,
Yo, be like that, and it's sad. It's more sad than evil.
yeah,
A lot more sad than evil, cause
it's definitely sad as hell.
Yeah.
That's, bro. I can't even imagine someone doing that shit to me. Like, coming here. That's why I lock my shit, bro. Because if someone were to come in here and just like take my shit, that's not even my shit. That's my client's shit. That's even
Yeah.
worse, you know. Like I just got I got fucked over, and all my clients will hate me now because their shit's released. You know, crazy shit.
mm-hmm.
But yo, you just came back from well, not just came back, but a little bit ago from Paris.
Yeah.
How was that
So
with Enima?
yeah, no, it was a really great experience. We were working on his project, Resilience, that just came out.
It just came out.
Yeah,
Okay,
came out recently.
check that out.
About a month ago. It's
And
doing really well.
Why did you guys go to Paris?
I mean, for someone who's always been here, you know, we decided to take the chance, you know. We decided to just go somewhere where people don't actually. Yo, let me tell you this. Let's say you're always in your comfort zone, okay? So everyone, you know, you have music, you have your music, okay, and you have your people who know your music, you know, and they love your music. You can't just stick to that, you know, and
Never
use
gonna
that
progress.
little, you know, you can't be satisfied just with that. Even if you are for a short period of time, you can't stick to that. You know, you need to elevate. I'm guessing it's probably because he decided to go there to finalize the album because he really wanted that to tap into the roots of the music he's making. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
That's dope.
Like, honestly, it was just a great experience. You know, just tapping into another culture completely. Even though it's the same language, you know, they all, you know, Quebec and out there they rap in French, make music in French, but it was just a whole other culture. You know.
Yeah, when you
And
travel, it definitely fucks up in a good way. I feel like your mentality, like it
yeah.
just changes your mentality a little bit. You know.
Yeah, but at the same time, one of the main things is being able to not get assimilated. You know, a lot of people travel and fall for other people's culture to the point where they forget their own.
Yeah. How long were you guys out there for though?
About, I mean, we were in a couple places in Europe, but France specifically, we were there for about 2 months,
Oh
a
fuck.
month and a half.
Okay, so it's like pretty long still.
Yeah. It was a well worked project. You know, a lot of people. The main thing they notice about it is the elevation when it comes to like his flows, lyrics, and the quality of the sound. You know, I'm gonna give a big shout out to a good friend and engineer. Hollinger mixes. You know,
Shout
like
out to you.
Hollinger.
He's from France.
He's from France. This guy is just next level when it comes to engineering.
Shit. That's dope. I might have to check him out after.
Yeah, Harry Hollinger. This guy is. This guy got plaques on plaques. This
Really?
guy is there engineering for like all these big cats in
That's
France,
crazy.
you know.
And so you would just go to his studio?
No, it's just not just there. It's just we work together, you know,
Okay.
on finalizing the project.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what was your job out there? And also like engineer, or just being there just to
Yeah, I was I was executive engineer and
producer?
producer for the
That's
project.
dope.
Yeah.
Good for you, bro. That's
Thanks.
crazy. So that's a
No, it's like we had like we have a pretty good connection, you know.
who, you and Enima?
Yeah, for
Okay.
like the past couple of years. So like this project was just really, you know, like, you know how they say in French, la crème, you know,
La crème de la crème.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we were both at our current prime, you know, because you're never at your like, indefinite
Prime.
prime, you know.
Yeah.
So like it was the current prime.
Like
for
it's
both
the best
of us,
you've
you
ever
know?
been, you're saying?
I mean, engineering wise, yeah, it was insane because I had access to like really good hardware.
Nice.
Yeah.
All these fucking compressors and EQs and shit.
Yeah.
Little toys.
Insane. Yo, trust me, yo. Enema's a pretty good engineer too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's dope. I didn't even know he engineered like that.
Yo, it's for himself.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, he can handle his shit really well.
And speaking of that, you as an engineer, do you like engineering other people, or is it kind of just a way to get, like, get to know people and get these connections and then get the money too? Or
Yeah, honestly, I just love working on music.
yeah.
So when I'm engineering and working on people's music, it's not really for obviously like it's work, right? But I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't enjoy recording people. You know,
Yeah.
I like having an impact on people, not to feed myself with like the satisfaction, but it's mostly because I like seeing other people succeed. I
That's
like
what I'm
seeing,
saying, bro.
you know, I like seeing other people like do things that they never thought that they could do.
Help them fucking sound good.
Yeah.
And then if they sound good, they're gonna feel good. They're gonna
Mhm.
It's gonna boost their confidence, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yo, why would you wanna like be in the studio giving people shitty ass mixes and shit, which like lowers their confidence because they think they sound trash.
Yeah.
And then so the whole vibe is just weird. Like, you wanna make people around you fucking happy and smile, you know? So just to make yourself happier. So I feel like that's one of the best things as an engineer.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's one of the best perks. It's like that you
Knowing-
get to make people happy,
Mhm.
and they leave the studio with a smile, but you stay with a smile too, you know, because you made someone else like smile like that.
Yeah,
and feel
some
good
people,
about themselves.
some people only ever made one song, but they were super satisfied with the experience,
Yeah,
you know. So they left knowing, okay, I made a song and like
that's it.
it was great,
Yeah,
you know.
facts,
Not
bro.
like I made a song and I'm never doing music again because the guy fucked up my voice.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
You know?
Imagine like, and I've heard of that too. People come here, and they tell me, even before the session starts, like I could tell they're nervous. I'm like, yo, like you don't gotta be nervous. Like it's all good, you know. and then they tell me like, bro, I don't know. Last time I went to a studio, it was like really bad. Like, I hope you don't fuck it up. The fucking studio ended up being just like a random ass fucking studio. They paid like $10 an hour for it, like, you know. So in
Yeah.
that case, you're gonna get a shitty ass experience.
Exactly.
But not with me. Still. And your engineering's fire too, but that's another thing. Do you mix all your shit that you put out?
Yeah. I handle
Everything?
everything. Yo, anything that has to do with my voice, I always make sure
And
I handle
you get someone else to master, or you master it?
it. I usually master it. If I don't master it, the only person that I really trust with my sound to like master, and like when I say master, I'm talking about just sending him the wave and he masters it.
Yeah.
It's GXLDEN.
Mixed by G.
Mixed by G.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to GXLDEN from Planet Studios. But to be very honest, it's like I haven't been to Planet Studios to work. So before even saying Planet, I'd say Mixed by G in particular. His mastering is insane. So is his engineering when it comes to mixes and recording people. Like I've heard him record people like that do like pop, hip hop, you know, pop mixed with techno.
Yeah, R&B.
And any type, you know, and like he handles the voice like in an insane way.
That's crazy. Shout out to him.
Yeah, big shout out to Mixed by G.
But yeah, your mixes are really like, okay, there's like a certain like word I'm looking for. It's like heavy. Like your voice, like you carry heaviness. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really fucking like it's boomy, you know, but in a good way. Like there's a lot of body to that shit.
Okay, you're talking about like also the presence and stuff too, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
because
I mean
the structure of the voice.
Yeah, I'm just talking about how your voice sounds.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like I can hear this high end and shit, but you're really good at bringing out just the low end, but in a good way, just the body of it, you know. So I feel like that's a good thing. Your voice is kind of naturally deep, but a lot of people will take their deep voice, record, and then boom, cut it at like 250 or some shit.
Yeah.
Cut the lows at 250, and I'm like, whoa,
It like ruins it.
You sound like a robot, bro. You know.
I swear, but it's all about, like we said, you know, balance. You know?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, so you do a lot of overnight sessions, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yo, how do you continue about your regular life while still maintaining all this music shit and doing all these overnight sessions, basically being an owl or a bat or whatever? How do you continue and just live like anybody else? You know what I mean? Because it's not easy to wake up. I mean, not wake up. It's not easy to go to sleep at 6, 7 a.m. after having a long ass overnight session when you had a regular day before that, and then going on to the next regular day, and then the next overnight session. You know what I mean? Like, how do you do that?
Yo, honestly, it's all about the drive, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when I go to the studio, I don't tell myself, okay, like, I got 2 hours, and then I gotta leave. You know? I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just stay home and record at home, if that's the case. So, when I go to the studio, like, I like to stay the whole night. So, let's say I go in. Let's say it's not for my music, okay? Let's say I'm recording someone. You know, something that you can relate with, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's say I'm recording someone until, like, 5, 6 a.m., okay? So, now there's lockdown. So, I'm recording him, overnight session, 10 to 5. So by the time it's 5, I'm done, go home, can't sleep till 6, right? So next day, if I have a session, I'm definitely going to wake up for the session.
Yeah.
Because of the drive, you know, and the passion, which plays a big part in it, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
You know? It's either I'm going to tell myself, all right, let's go, I'm doing, you know, this is what I do. Or I'm telling myself, you know, let's say, like, I tell myself, you know what, like, let me make this guy's day, you know? Let me go to the studio and work.
Yeah.
You know? End of the day, it's like, it's all about the way you see things, you know, positive or negative, you know? Like, me on my end,
For sure.
it's like, it's always positive, you know? Like, even if I didn't feel like it, you know, which I always feel like it, by the way. But, like, if I didn't feel like it, worst case, I tell myself I'm making a couple bucks, you know? But, the thing is, the drive is good and everything, but you can't forget you're human. This is something I realized not long ago. I do a lot of overnight sessions, you know, so I could go on for like a good 5 days, nonstop, you know. The only thing is,
like going to sleep at 6, waking up at like 10 type shit.
yeah, you know, going, you know, getting back home 6, 7. Then I got work another session the next day at noon. So I gotta wake up at 10.
And then what happens after 5 days? You just kind of crash, sleep like for a whole like 18 hours type shit.
But that's the thing. Your body gets so used to it that you just can't sleep after that.
Yeah, it's like
You
when
know?
you didn't eat all day, and then you go to eat dinner. It's like you don't really eat that much because your body was just used to not eating for that
Not
whole
eating, you know. So,
day. Yeah.
what I'd say is to always keep balance. You know, you can't overwork. Even if like you feel like you can, and your body will let you, you'll pay for it in like a couple years.
Facts.
You know, so like I feel like if I hadn't stopped, you know, and like rethought about all this couple months ago, I feel like I would have felt the impact, you know, in like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, definitely.
You know.
It's easy to like say fuck it. You know, I'm young, might as well do it now. But it definitely will fuck you up later on.
Yeah, it's like the cheesiest, the corniest thing to say is fuck it, I'm young.
Yeah.
You know, because like, bro, you know how many young people die all the time. You know.
And it's not even like I feel like another thing it could lead to is all this stress and shit from doing it to your body all the time. That's a quick way to get into fucking substance abuse, you know, whether it's drugs or alcohol or anything. It's a quick way to get into that, just to kind of, you know, make it easier to last fucking 20 hours without sleep and shit and work all the time. I feel like it's a really easy way. It's a
Yeah.
some people would even say it's a fucking cheat code. It's a cheat code until you fucking die, you know, until you die from that shit, until you get some serious health issues from that shit. And that's why, like you said, like you gotta be careful, I guess.
Yeah, no, a lot of people. I mean, it's always been like that. Like, I never changed my mindset when it comes to, like, if you feel like you need to consume something to make music, it's not meant for you.
Not at all.
You feel me? Like,
Or anything for that matter.
yeah, whatever it is.
Whatever
you know,
job
like,
you're in.
to do whatever you do. You know, it's like you can't be like, yeah, I'm good at basketball, but I'm even better when I smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not meant for it. You know, it's like.
Yeah, not for real, bro. Or most, I mean, I think the most popular thing people say is the smoking thing, but with music, they say, oh, yeah, like, I can't come to the studio unless I smoke first, or I'm going to have to take a
like
smoke break in the middle of the session. I can't record.
I
Like,
gotta buy a bottle or
yeah, exactly.
this or that, you know.
Yeah, that's a bottle or smoking kush in the studio.
But the problem is it's like they mentally prepare you for this in school, you know, in a bad way. You know, I'm gonna give you an example. You know how many people take Adderall? Not even for fun.
Yeah.
They take it for school.
Yeah.
You know, and like most other people don't know, so they just think they're hyper, or they just think they're always stressed, or they just think they're all cranky. You know,
Exactly.
Bro, they're off like legal Molly. That's what That's what it is. You know.
And it's like to them, they feel like they can't perform good in school unless they're off an addy, because teachers and parents and doctors make them think like, yo, you're too hyper, you're acting out and shit, you're talking too much, all this, you're getting too distracted. Meanwhile, they're just a fucking kid. You know what I mean? Like
And then they go on to college and keep that up.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like me myself, I have fucking ADD, but it doesn't stop me from doing my shit in school. I never performed well. That's because I didn't like it. But with this music shit, I can stay focused, wired to my computer for 10 hours because I like it. So it's like I'm not gonna get distracted because I'm so into it. That like these ADD kids, ADHD kids, it's not like we can't do anything. I just feel like it's harder to do shit you don't like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
that's what it is.
That is what it is.
Because when we like something and when we're passionate about something, no one can stop us.
That's what I'm saying. It's like either you're not good at it, you're not doing it because you don't want to do it, or when you're doing it and you like it, you're fucking doing it. You're wired to that shit. You're performing your best. You're the best one, you know?
Yeah.
But that's why it's like, you know, they don't need Adderall for school. They just don't like school, bro.
That's
it. You know, like, that shit's crazy, bro. I've definitely experienced that shit in my lifetime, and fuck all that shit, basically.
Yeah. No, I mean, you do what you got to do when you're in the stew, you know? It's just know the difference between doing it because you want to and because it's a vibe, and doing it because you have to.
Yeah, dependency is a real thing. Like addiction and dependency, I feel like that's two different things. But it's really easy to get dependent on something.
Yeah.
Dependent on, a girl, like a significant other. Dependent on Adderall. Dependent on alcohol. Dependent on music to be happy, for example.
Yeah, that's some stuff that,
Yeah.
depending on music to be happy, but the worst is depending on success to be happy. Yo, some people will never be happy, not because they will never succeed. They'll never be happy because they think that they will never succeed. So because they think they'll never succeed, they'll keep doing what they do, but they'll always have a cloud on top of their head, a dark cloud over their head,
It could be
They'll
more.
always,
Exactly. I feel like low-key at a certain point, I'm kind of like that too, where it's like, whatever I do, I'm like, I could do the next step, like, all right, let me move on to the next thing, and like the next goal, the next achievement, whatever, just to, kind of get that feeling of how do I, like, I guess,
satisfaction.
yeah, self-satisfaction, which is dangerous, bro. That's
yeah, it
just
really
dangerous.
is.
But, I feel like you got to sit back once in a while and really evaluate yourself, evaluate your life, evaluate, obviously, the people around you, evaluate what you're doing every day. And those are the times where you'll improve. And that is the next step. That should be the next step. The next step shouldn't be, let me get fucking this much more money, or let me get this many more followers, or whatever. It's like, the next step should be, how can I better myself?
Exactly, because if you go too much, you could get in too deep when it comes to trying to like appeal to others,
Please
trying
people.
to like be too thinking that you really have to please everyone, so like people end up buying followers, people end up buying like likes, or like views, stuff like that, just to look good, when in the end they don't get the actual fans, they don't have actual human beings really rocking with their music. It's as simple as this, man. It's like sharks are born knowing how to swim. They already know how to swim when they're born.
Yeah.
You feel me? Just a matter of if you're a shark or a fish, You can't run after. You could gain clout. But you can't run after clout. You'll trip.
Yeah. You're going a whole spiral and shit.
Yeah.
Facts. It'll be a whole psychedelic trip trying to get there, bro. Fuck, that's crazy. I never even thought about it like that. But yeah. This is a good question. Do you like being in the background more? Because I know you're an artist, but you're also an engineer. So do you like the feeling of being in the background and helping other people, get their success and get their sound? Or do you like you're helping yourself? I mean, obviously you like helping other people, but do you like more... Do you get more satisfaction? Yeah, exactly. Do you get more satisfaction from being seen and being heard?
I mean, for my engineering stuff, like, I'm not really public with it,
Yeah.
The most public I've been is, like, people could book me online.
Yeah.
That was, like, the most public I've been on my engineering stuff. Artist-wise, I'm more public, but even then, I keep my little exclusivity, Like, to be honest, it's like, I'm not looking to, like, unless the person is, like, implying it and, like, puts it out there, I'm not looking to gain any recognition for people's work,
Yeah.
I'm good with the credits. I'm good with, like, the satisfaction of helping someone. I'm good with the satisfaction of creating good music.
That's dope.
Everything's done legit and well. That's cool, but I'm not the type that, like, someone drops a song and I'm like, yo, you didn't tag me, or yo, you didn't put my name. Stuff like that. As long as I see my little Govy in their credits, my little government name in their credits, I'm good.
That's dope, bro.
It's called royalties.
Yeah, exactly. Royalties, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Royalties.
And who's who's your favorite person you worked with? Whether it's, as a client, like they're your client, or being a feature or whatever. Who's your favorite?
To be honest, I don't really have favorites. I have people that I enjoyed making projects with. I could give you an example. Like, my style, my type of music, Like, I love making that type of music. So if I'm working with someone who makes that type, it's cool. But
Yeah.
like, I was so surprised when I realized my favorite project, my two favorite projects I worked on this year were two completely different people. One was it was for actually three. I'll tell you three. You know,
Okay.
the favorite projects I worked on this year. So there's Enima's album because it was a whole mood. You know, a whole vibe.
Like you
You know,
stuck to that
like
for
we
like
did.
2 months.
Exactly,
Yeah.
straight. You know, the other one is King K. Um, he's from Saint Lo.
Okay.
And he has a album that dropped this year that we made it like from scratch. The whole project we from A to Z. Um, I recorded, mixed, and mastered the project. Dope Boy Diaries, insane,
That's a cool name too.
insane project. You know, like this guy just went in because the whole project is just straight up storytelling. You know,
That's dope.
so
Like on some King Von type shit, or
yo, honestly, he has his own. He really has his own vibe. Like it's like Vaughn went in like Vaughn. You know what I mean? The
or
way
have
he
you
goes
heard?
in, but like what I mean by that is like think of it more as a King Von attitude, but a Dave East package.
Lyrical,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of dope.
It's like a crazy like hybrid. You know? But like nah, the project is insane because it's like every time we made a song, it was a movie.
Yeah.
You know, he described a whole thing that
That's
happened and this
crazy.
and that and yeah, no, check it out, Dope Boy
And I
Diaries.
don't really see too many people like that. I've seen like Speaker Knockers or Rico Story.
Mhm.
Meek Mill did one. I forget what it was called. King Von did a couple stories and shit. Other than that, like you don't really see the song from start to finish being a story.
Mhm.
You know, because I feel like people are kind of scared to like. Is it? It's. I'm guessing it's not real stories, right? It's just shit that he comes up with in his head, or is it like real shit?
No, like see, these are things that we can't hide, you know, like
Yeah.
when it comes to our roots and where we come from, you know, shit's not nice, you know?
Yeah.
Shit's not pretty, so, you know, like having someone like him, you know, that like knows what we came up together, you know, like having someone like him just come and share his story is
So
like,
it's his story.
yeah, it's
Okay.
his story, you know? So like
Okay.
having him share his story will probably let people know that like shit's just like I said, shit's not nice, you know, and he's just showing people what it really is.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's good, you know. It's like it's real good. He just dropped a video for one of the tracks too.
I'm gonna definitely check him out.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
King K. He's from
Shout
Saint
out King
Laurent.
K. Yeah, Vieux Saint Laurent. That's
Okay.
yeah, no, big shout out King K. Shout out Grams. You know, it's LV. You know, but the third project
Yeah,
is
I forgot about that.
yeah, it's not done yet, but it's a masterpiece in the making.
It's your project?
No, actually, it's K. No, I'm always working on a personal project.
Yeah.
You know, in this case, I'm talking about K Bands.
Okay.
K Bands has a project called Mercury coming out soon. You know, I'm not even gonna say coming out soon. It's gonna come out when it's perfect. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's so easy to say coming out soon. It's gonna come out when it's perfect.
It's gonna come out eventually, you know?
Exactly. But
Yeah.
yo, big shout out to K because he's the type of dude that be making 20 songs and then he just listened to the songs for a while, stopped listening to them. Then we link up for a session and then I realized that like he scratched out maybe
Oh.
like out of 20 songs, he scratched out like 18 songs.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, no, you know what? I'm done with this.
So he's picky.
Yeah, he's
That's
picky.
good.
He's picky, but it's like sometimes it's not even a matter of like overthinking this and that. It's just a matter of like he knows exactly the sound he needs and he wants, right? So it's like we're gonna grind till we get there.
Yeah.
You feel me?
That's the best thing you could do. If
Yeah.
you're just recording songs and putting out every song you record, bro.
It's a waste, you know?
It's a big waste.
Yeah, it's a waste. So big shout out to K.
Shout out to K Bands.
You know, it's like, yeah, no, this project, real masterpiece in the making. Mercury, yeah.
Mercury. Sounds like it's gonna be dope.
Yeah, out this world.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And how did you meet K Bands?
I met him in LA, like 2015.
So two of these Montreal artists went to LA and you met each other there.
Yeah, we
That's
met
crazy.
there. Honestly, I went because I was on that, like, I already had my own path, but I really wanted to get away, get away from anything that made me too comfortable. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, it was 2015. I was still in college, found my way to make bread, left college without telling anyone, left the country without telling anyone.
That's crazy.
But like people who were really around me, like tight, so that's like maybe 2 people knew that I left. And I got there, went to the studio, not even to the studio, I got there, went to the B&B to meet up with one of my boys. Turns out he was with K.
Okay.
And I met him through that.
And you were
First
both
day I
like, oh,
got-
I'm from Montreal type shit? You never heard of each other or what?
No, never did. Like,
Okay.
probably once, maybe 2 years before that, I went to Make Way, and he was there. He had a
Okay.
session finishing, and I was waiting so I could start mine.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
you
it
like
was-
cross paths.
Yeah, it was like one of the few times someone else ever recorded me,
Okay.
So like that one time I bumped into him, but we didn't really acknowledge each other, which is totally normal because we're both like really closed people,
Yeah,
So,
like you don't really give a fuck about what's going on in the outside world.
Yeah, so like that's how we connected so well, because we
Yeah.
relate on a lot of things. We
That's a
connected
good
on
thing.
a lot of things, and we make amazing music together. So
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to make music with people who you actually vibe with and who you're actually, connected with on another level than just we're in the studio together, we're in the same room together at the same time. It's more than that to really make good music,
yeah, I actually met Enima through K-Bands
Okay.
for their first feature together. I recorded that.
Okay.
So because of that, I met Enima, and then we went on to make Enima's first album.
So he liked the way you work and he said, fuck yeah, I'm gonna stick with you type shit?
Yeah. Yo, to be honest, bro, it's just the fact that, like I said, I'm not gonna go and run after recognition,
Definitely.
Like now we're here talking about this, for example, me and you, but I don't even talk about these things, usually like when it comes to like
So you heard it.
anything,
You heard it here first, motherfuckers. Like, shit.
yeah, like like people know what I did. The only thing is I don't go on really. It's no reason to really brag.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because we're all trying to make it. We're
Yeah.
all in the same boat.
I feel that.
So yeah, no, we all connected so well because it was just pure the pure
Chemistry.
let's say, yeah, pure chemistry, but I'm talking about the pure drive of like wanting to
Oh.
make great music.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
it was. So
That's
like
dope.
all these late nights came from getting used to spending late nights with them, working all night.
Yeah.
That's where like it all started, the whole late night thing. Like I was like 18, 17, 18. Like I do late night sessions, but like not sleeping at all.
Yeah.
I was like 17, 18, just their crib, just working, recording. Whenever like they get tired, start recording my songs.
Yeah.
You know,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Hey, and actually about that, let's say when you travel to like France or whatever, to work on other people's shit,
Mm-hmm.
how does that take a toll on your music, like personally? Like, is it harder to focus on the projects you're trying to work on, like passion projects and shit you're trying to put out? Like, how does that affect your music?
Thing about me is I'm always ready.
Yeah.
So for example, now like I got 2 projects out. 3 if you want to include the deluxe. So it's
Yeah.
like I got just these projects out, but I have like 8 that are done.
Yeah.
You know.
That's crazy.
So like let's say I'm about to leave, I'm not gonna stress out because asking myself, oh shit, I gotta be in the studio because I don't have any new music and this and that, because I always have new music.
Well,
or let's say I'm about to leave, because the reason why is
Yeah.
because let's say I'm about to leave. Okay, let's say I'm going to LA in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing. LA, I know I'm recording there. Let's say
Yeah.
I'm going to France to work on someone's album in 2 weeks. Well, I'm gonna make sure to make 3 songs a night for the next 2 weeks.
But I'm not even talking about that. Like, I'm not talking about like ready. If you want to drop something, you could drop something. I'm talking about like, does it affect you mentally? Like, oh, I want to be recording my own shit right now.
You talk about that? No,
Yeah.
no. I don't worry about that.
Okay.
Like I know what I get myself into.
Yeah, you're going there to work.
Yo, trust me,
Yeah.
I'd be so annoyed if I I was working on a project, and my engineer was an artist too,
Yeah.
and
Yo.
like, which is cool, but like there's a difference between, because like I said, I worked with these guys, you know, like there's a difference between knowing that your engineer is an artist, but he knows. Yeah,
Continue.
so like there's a difference between like working with a engineer who's also an artist, but he knows that his role is being the engineer when it comes to you,
Yeah.
and working with an artist who has an ego problem, who's also an engineer,
Yeah.
and it turns out that he's gonna start talking shit every time he doesn't get what he wants, which is time for himself, you know,
Or
to
let's
work
say
on his
like
shit.
he was recording, working on his album, heavy, focused, and then you're like every song you guys are making, you're like, oh, yo, let me hop on that. Like, you trying to get a verse from me on this one?
Oh,
Like,
that's
bro, that, like, what the
yo,
fuck? Get out the fucking studio, you know?
Imagine that. Imagine working on the song, and every time you finish the song, yo, bro, you think I could get a verse on that?
Oh my god, bro,
Yeah,
that would fuck with me heavy. If I was the artist and my engineer was telling me that shit,
yeah, that'd be too much.
like, that's, you know, it's an ego problem, and you can't bring that shit to the studio.
Yeah,
I feel like, you know,
no, you get kicked out with that
yeah,
energy.
yeah, exactly. And yo, what's the most like? I guess the word challenging. What's the most challenging thing you had to overcome as an artist in this music shit?
As an artist,
Yeah. Or engineer, you know, just as a in
no,
the
but
music shit.
I'd say as an artist, it would be the most challenging.
Yeah.
See, it's funny because for some people, the most challenging is being consistent. You feel me?
Yeah.
In my end, I choose when I want to be consistent and when I don't want to be, right?
Yeah.
So I think the most challenging would be always making different music.
Like being
it's really
versatile.
in the no, but not being versatile specifically. You can make, like, let's say you can make a plug beat, you know, hop on a plug beat, let's say, or like a trap beat or whatever it is, you know. Like, how can I say this? I can make 20 all the ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With different lyrics, different everything, but it's still an all the way type.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So like kind of driving away from that.
Yeah, knowing that if I'm dropping a project, I can't have 20 all the ways. As
Yeah.
much as like it's tempting because it's easy to make. To me, this is super like, yo, it's like I read like poetry books. I read like word dictionary, like I mean, I'm talking synonym dictionaries.
Yeah.
You know, I read like all those, right? Like out of the blue, not even listening to music or making music, just so that the words stick in my head. So it's so easy for me to just go in front of the mic and just play a beat and start mumbling, do 1-2 takes mumbling, and then by the third take I already have the words.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
So
easy
you
to
don't
make
write.
these songs.
You don't write.
I write. I write sometimes,
Okay.
but I freestyle a lot.
Okay.
You know, like those bar per bar, you know, type thing.
Oh yeah, exactly. You punch in,
Yeah.
it, you know. For sure.
But
A lot of the time, the best music comes out when you're coming up with a melody on the spot, coming up with lyrics on the spot, and you're just punching in,
exactly.
thinking, what do I say now? Coming up with a melody, punch in the next bar, you know.
So the challenging part with that is not making music you're used to making. You know, not going for the easy route all the time.
Yeah.
You know.
I can imagine how that could, like, not affect you, but how that can be challenging, you know.
Especially if you're making the music.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, it's easy to like fall for the easy stuff.
Yeah, even me when I'm making beats, I don't make beats often, but when I do, it's fucking easy to just like make a little melody and then boom, put trap drums, you know, just a little 808 hi-hat clap.
One thing you'd get is like, you know, when you're recording someone and he's going with the flow, and he has like a 2 bars left, sometimes people just tap out and just copy paste the 2 last bars.
Yeah.
Make it repeat. Oh yeah, no, it's chill. It finishes it.
Yeah.
You know, it ends the bars.
Put it like as an ad lib type shit.
You know, that's easy. That's the easy way out. Come up with new shit and add that to finish the track. You'll be even more satisfied.
Yeah.
You know, it won't sound copy pasted. You know, little things like that.
That's what it is. It's copy paste.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit. I feel like not a lot of people talk about it like that, you know? Like artists, they don't come out and say like, oh, I'm having fucking trouble being like not versatile, but coming up with different shit, you know? But it's easy as hell to stick to the same shit. But I mean, yo, like, what do you think about like if it works, it works, you know. Like
If
you're
it
not
works,
like
it
that.
works.
You rather make shit like stay true
Yeah,
to yourself.
anything
And,
works, man. I could go. If you go on Spotify, can't
yeah,
believe I'm about to promote this shit. You go on Spotify and you write, you type in monkey type beat.
yeah,
You'll find a track where it's literally a monkey spitting on the trap beat. A monkey.
like what the fuck?
Yeah. So this just to tell you, anything can sound good.
Yeah,
You know.
of course.
You know, if it sounds good, it's good. No. You know, because like, you know, someone could like just yell at the mic, but just because it's a certain note, the auto tune will make it sound like it's on key and then it sounds clean. Nah, keep that for the ad libs. You feel me? Like,
Keep that for the ad-libs.
like the main vocals, the beats, the melody. You know, the whole. If it sounds good, it's good. Always double check. You know, just to make sure that you you cleared out all the options that you
Yeah.
had, you know? Because sometimes it's the second thing or third thing that you think about, the third idea that's the right one. Even though the other two sounded great. Worst case, keep the other two ideas for the next,
Yeah.
you know?
Keep those creative juices flowing and shit, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, might as well try different shit.
Yeah.
You got any new shit coming out soon?
Yeah, I just wrapped up a project with a producer, one of the only producers I work with, the one who produced All the Way with me. We both produced a little EP.
Okay, how many songs? Like 7 type shit?
5 songs.
Okay.
5 songs. Honestly, I can't really say more, you know,
That's all
which is
good.
normal. You know, I can't really say more about the project because.
Can you say if you're gonna release it or not?
Yeah, it's dropping for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely dropping. It's like probably the next thing I'm gonna drop.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another genre. I wanted to tap into different vibes, so
That's
basically
dope.
I like exiled myself to LA, you know, just to be away from everyone,
Yeah.
and made the whole EP out there.
Was he with you?
No,
Who's this producer?
Soso. This is Soso. He's
Shout out Soso.
Yeah, young Armenian cat from Laval.
Okay.
Yeah. This honestly, he's an insane producer, even crazier artist. It's just that he's, you know, perfecting his sound and shit,
Yeah.
you know. But when it comes to making beats, yeah, he was out here and I was in LA, and we'd make the beat long distance.
So you'd work on the beat together and then you hop on it. Is he on the project too?
Most of the time, I'd start it and record it,
Okay.
and when I'm done recording it, I'd send him either a cappella
Oh.
or I'd send him like the loop, the melody that I made, you know, the loop, and the acapella with it.
And then you could pick between your beat or his beat, basically. Well, his
No,
drums or your
he
drums.
does something. I tell him if I like it or not. I tell him what to change. I tell him what drums to change. Then we got the skeleton, and then
Skeleton,
we
you're
move
saying the
on.
stems?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
just the skeleton. Like I'm talking like without melodies. you
Okay.
know? And then we move on. Okay, melodies. Time for melodies. So we check out the same loop that I had originally, or we try some new shit.
So you really take this shit like deep.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
fuck
I
with
have
that.
to, cause it's so. Yo, you know how many beats are like. How many beats sound insane, incredible, but it's literally just a splice beat. People just took a loop that sounds incredible and added drums to it, you know.
Yeah.
It's so it's like I like to have full control on my stuff.
It's really easy to put drums on shit. You know, me, I'm not the best melody maker at all. Like, I don't even enjoy it that much. Like, me really engineering is my focus. So when I'm making beats, I rather just get loops from other people and put drums on it, you know. And that's because I don't really take it seriously, and that's what's fun to me. But, it's a whole different thing. Making melodies and shit is really a whole different thing than just putting drums, because drums are easy, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
808s are maybe the most challenging part of the drums, but other than that, like, it's not like making a melody. And that shit has to change throughout the whole song, you know, like that shit, that's a whole different thing, bro. Some people just make melodies instead of making beats, you know?
Yeah, they just make melodies.
Like, that's
send
their
them to
career.
producers,
Yeah, they just make melodies, make loops all day, every
and
day.
then they send them to producers and stuff.
Yeah, and that's just, I can understand why they do that, because it's definitely it definitely gets heavy, you know? And as an artist, do you think it gets heavy making the beats, especially like how deep you're taking it, making these beats like that, and then recording your shit and then mixing your shit? How do you feel with all that?
Yo, this is my favorite part, the whole thing. The only reason why I'm comfortable recording other people is because it's so like, it's like another sense for me.
Yeah,
You know?
it's your
like,
7th sense or 6th sense or whatever.
Yeah, I just do it naturally. So the reason why I do that so well for other people is because I'm so comfortable recording myself. You know?
And then when it comes to mixing, do you keep like a little template for yourself so you don't have to
Um,
do the same shit every session and then tweak shit?
Yeah, I have templates. The only thing is I can't have like the same template for every song, every
Yeah.
type of song, right? So I'd have a template for this type of song, a template for that one, a preset for this one, and in the end, each one of them I have to tweak them according to the song that I'm working on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense, obviously.
But presets save a lot of time.
Oh, for
You
sure.
feel me?
Yeah, they're called presets in Logic, right?
Yeah, presets.
Okay.
US template.
Yeah, exactly.
For Logic, a template is how your project is gonna start when you open it.
Well, that's what a template is
Yeah.
on Pro
Me, I'm
Tools.
talking about presets.
Like plugin
So,
presets too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, because basically
I don't
like,
use templates. Then
okay.
you feel me? I use presets.
Because me, like, for example, I have this template that every session I use because I'm not going to start a new session. The only time I start a new session is when I'm doing the podcast. And I have these 3 tracks here, 2 audio tracks and a master fader.
Yeah.
But I am not about to, every session when a client's here, I'm not about to make fucking 5 to 10 audio tracks, a lead vocal aux, a fucking background vocal aux, an all vocal aux, a reverb aux, 3 delay aux.
Yeah,
I'm not about to
Logic,
do all
it's
that.
so easy. It's so quick doing all that. Everything you just said.
It's quick. Okay, see, like on Pro Tools, I'm not gonna say it's long, but it's definitely it's a time saver
Yeah,
to
it's
just
time
open
saver.
up my session and see all these color coded, and then I have the EQ there, I have the plugins there with nothing on them, so that when it's time to open them,
Then you could.
I don't have to search up Fab Filter. I don't have to search up all this shit.
Mhm.
I just click Fab Filter and then start mixing. So that's what I use, and then I have. Right now, it's only one client who, he's picky, but he doesn't like to waste time, so he recorded. I fucking hate that shit. He recorded this one fire song, and then ever since then he's like, "Yo, use this as my template," so that every time we open up a session, it's already there. The mixing's there, so we just record and then tweak the EQs according to how his vocals sound that day. Tweak the
Yeah.
compressor according to the beat and shit. So I feel like that saves a lot of time.
It does, yeah,
So
absolutely.
you use more like a preset where it's like the shit's there, or a preset where it's like the plugins are already set to some shit.
It's really, like I said, depending.
Yeah,
what song,
obviously, yeah.
You know, but like, for sure I have presets for like the plugins and stuff.
Okay.
But that's the one I use the most. You know, I use those presets. The templates, it really depends on who I'm working with and what I'm working with.
Okay.
You know, like if I'm using like a crazy compressor, I'm talking about like analog. You know,
Yeah.
Like I'm a crazy mic, and there's a booth and this and that. I'll have a specific template for that. You know, because I know that I won't be needing too much.
Yeah, like
Software
you've
plugins.
recorded there before, so you know how it sounds and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And what's your favorite plugin? And like, I'm not even saying like, okay, what's your favorite EQ? What's your favorite compressor? What's your favorite plugin
Damn.
general?
My favorite plugin,
Fuck autotune.
nah. My favorite plugin is probably Platinum Reverb. It's a
By who?
It's by Logic.
By Logic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Platinum Reverb, and it's crazy because they discontinued it, but I still found a way to have it on the new Logic.
Wow. And it's your go-to reverb.
My go-to.
Almost every song type shit.
Insane, incredible. You know, but I tweak it like crazy too. You know, but
Yeah, of course.
it's incredible.
Okay, and then what's your favorite hardware? Analog gear.
Probably. Damn, these are gems.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta ask that for my engineers out there, you know?
I mean, the Avalon is pretty freaking good. That's the standard.
The
for
preamp.
Yeah, the preamp is pretty good. If
It
you can
looks
if you
cool,
can find a
too.
preamp that has an EQ on it too, even better.
Yeah.
You know?
And
But it's
it
really
looks fucking
preamps.
sick too.
Yeah. The Avalon is just insane.
I've been thinking about buying the UAD software version.
Yeah, you
but-
should.
Yeah, I
honestly,
should.
because
Have you used it?
I have, and a lot of people think that it's a big difference when you use the analog or use the digital one.
But it's not.
No big
Okay.
difference.
Cause yeah, right now on UAD I have like the LA2A, LA3A, couple other things like
But exactly, you're running it through UAD and then recording, right?
Nah, I started by doing that, but then um it's a whole thing. Basically, it got complicated because every time I would have to listen to takes and shit. I don't really like wearing headphones. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
I do sometimes, but let's say I would listen to a take when a client's there. I would unmute the monitors, and then you hear the feedback because the UAD console. You gotta mute the mic there
Yeah.
for the mic to stop running, so you hear and it gets louder.
Mm-hmm.
And then so every time we do a take or whatever, every time we want to listen, Command Tab, which switches to the console, mute the mic, go back, and
But
then
instead of
listen on
doing
Pro
that,
Tools.
you just click line.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. Yeah.
All you have to
Yeah.
do is press line and it mutes your mic.
Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Yeah. It's just the mute button that won't work.
Yeah, because that
know?
only works with monitors.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea though. But yeah, the UAD. I don't really use the UAD console anymore. But
Okay,
if
yeah,
I were to
yeah.
buy the Avalon, I would though.
Yeah, no, that's good.
First of all, I could just use it on mixes, act as if it was a preamp, and then, or I could just really run it through the microphone.
Through that,
you know?
yeah, exactly. So your shit's mixed before hitting the computer,
Yeah.
the program.
Hey, what do you think about that? Like printing shit. Like, what if you fuck up? You know, like what if you do some shit that sounds good in that moment, but then you go to mix it and you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have added that much high end on the preamp. Like, yeah, you could always cut it out, but I feel like there's always, you know.
Yeah, no, you need to set it up, really set it up before.
Yeah.
Let's say, everything works with trial and error,
Of
but
course.
let's say you're about to work on like a big project, you know, and let's say it's not a personal session. You know, always test things out on yourself, even if you don't make music, like record
Yeah,
your
you
own
got
songs.
to.
You have to test it out on yourself, cause you don't want to get there in front of a client, use a preamp. Your shit's already set, so while you're mixing, you realize that, damn, maybe this was a little too high,
Yeah.
you know, and you can't go back because it's done. The damage is done.
Yeah, exactly. So you got, I guess, just know your shit, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Trust. I feel like though the LA2A, that's the one I would use the most on the UAD console. That was cool.
Yeah, that makes sense though. You know,
Yeah.
it's like in Wave plugins, you know, like the only thing I mainly use is the CLA2A.
From Waves, you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay. The SSL EQ is pretty nice too.
it is. Yeah.
But I don't know if you have Virtual Mix Rack by
No.
Slate Digital.
No, I don't.
That's a cool plugin, bro. I have the All Access Pass, so it comes with the Virtual Mix Rack and then like other plugins. But just the Virtual Mix Rack, you open that, and it's a mix rack, and you could put as many fucking plugins on there, and it looks like hardware. You know, it's really a rack, but just on your computer, and there's like, I don't know, maybe 20 plugins on there. There's compressors, there's EQs, and they're all modeled after analog shit. So there's like the
Wow.
SSL EQ, there's a version of the LA2A compressor on it. There's a whole bunch of shit, and it's called the Virtual Mix Rack.
Okay, I'm definitely checking that out later.
I use it on pretty much every mix, cause it's
Yeah.
so versatile. And have you used the Slate Digital ML1? With the
ML1?
mic emulations?
No, a friend of mine got it recently, but me, I haven't tried it. No, anything that has to do with emulations, I haven't tried.
Okay, you're on that old school shit.
Depends, cause like I mean, the mic I had the most fun with was the what is it, C800G?
Okay, see, that's something I'm about to get into. The Sony C800G. This guy I know. I don't know if you know him, Sonny Black.
Yeah, from Planet.
Yeah.
No,
Wait, is he
I
at
mean,
Planet? No.
Music Technique.
Yeah, he's from Music Technique.
Music
Yeah, yeah.
Technique. He mastered my first project.
Oh, that's dope. Okay, so he was telling me he bought the C800 from some people, whatever, at a pretty good price. I think it was like 10 racks. Okay, normally you can get it for like what, 12, probably
like
even
16,
16 racks. Yeah, like it can go up. He
Yeah,
got it
but
for like
it's
10
illegal
racks.
now, though.
It's illegal?
Yeah,
What do you mean by that?
you can't travel with it.
What?
Yeah,
Only that microphone?
only
Or,
that mic.
so you, like, let's say I were to buy it in the States, I can't come back to Canada with it?
Exactly. You know why? I got that information in Europe.
What the fuck?
You know, there's the emulator on it, the compressor. Sorry.
Yeah, the
On
little
the mic?
black thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in it, there's something that if like some crazy fuck decides to tweak it, he could turn it into a bomb.
Mm.
So they decided to cancel that.
So you can't even, in your car, go through the border?
Probably if you drive, you can find a way. They're
Yeah,
stupid
hide
as
it
hell.
and
Like,
shit,
yo,
yeah.
bro, like some places they don't care. I'm not talking about like the U.S. and stuff. Them, they're always like super on uptight,
Yeah.
you know. But like some places don't care what you bring across the border, you know. Like obviously if it's there and it's obvious, they'll give a fuck. But they won't search your shit, you know?
So if you were going in a plane, passing through security, and that shit passed.
Oh, forget it, you know? Forget it. Already a mic, just a mic, they're going to check it.
Yeah, because it's a weird shape.
Yeah. It's a weird shape and it's technology. They don't know if you edited something or like if you upgraded something or this or that, or they don't know, they don't even know if it's just a front.
Yeah, yeah. Like a microphone, big ass microphone case.
Yeah.
And like, what's really in there type shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyway, I was gonna say he bought one. I don't know if he was in the States or if he bought it here, whatever. But he bought one for like 10 racks, I think he said. And later on, he bought the Slate ML1, and he was using the C800 emulation, and he sold his real C800, cause it's like so good.
Yo, that's the crazy thing, bro. It's like using a mic like that and using something else that has a strength that can match that mic, you're doomed. Your shit's gonna be over compressed, over this and over that.
Maybe, yeah.
Yo, it's like using. Yo, I tried like the combo using a preamp, using that mic, and what was it? Preamp, that mic.
The Slate mic?
No.
Oh, the C800.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the preamp was like a pretty heavy one too, you know? Bro, the thing was over, like it was too much. I had to like really lower a bunch of shit on the preamp, you know what I mean?
It's too powerful.
Too powerful. Just the mic alone, with no EQ, just autotune and reverb, your shit sounds mixed.
That's crazy.
That's the most insane shit I've ever seen. Your song is gonna sound mixed.
That's the mic I'm trying to cop eventually. Well, first I'm gonna cop the Slate still, the ML1.
Yeah, the Slate, that's incredible, bro.
I don't know how they do that, but I'm trying to use like, without buying all these U87s, U47s, and fucking TLM 103s and then C800s, without buying all that, just buy this one fucking plugin and this one mic that can emulate all of that and
crazy.
the preamp. And so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna buy that soon, but I'm definitely trying to use that C800 soon, bro. That's a crazy microphone. Where'd you use
if
that?
you want to test it out, there's one at Planet Studios.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I would, but it's like I'm not an artist and I can't just pull up there and be like, oh, let me engineer.
Yeah, you feel me?
So,
like, I tell you, best experience is when it's natural. When you have access to it, go in, you know?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not about to force myself. Like, yo, can I engineer here real quick? Can I bring a client here just to test out this mic? Like, no.
Wow.
Burn bridges.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about before. Burn that relationship down the drain. But yeah, yo, any fucking, I know you were talking about a project, but is there anything like non-album song-wise that you're doing that you want to talk about, or maybe I guess you can't talk about it, but just some shit that you're up to?
I mean, yo, I'm officially about to start my my next album, like album, you know.
How many songs do you know, or like
I have no idea.
hasn't started yet?
I'm probably gonna go for like maybe between 12 and 15. You know.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's gonna be my second.
Hood Rich Harmonies, that was an album?
That was
Lost
a
in Hell, that
EP.
was the album?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, album. So like when I say album, it's not really about the amount of
So what, the production, the quality type shit?
yeah, production quality. It's like super cinematic. It's you know, there's like a, let's say, intro, interlude, outro.
Okay. Skits
know,
maybe? Would you do?
there could be
Have you done a
skits.
skit or not?
Yeah, on Lost in Hell Dice, there's a
Okay.
skit at the end of Pride. So that's track 6 or 7.
Okay. Skits are pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's the interlude, and at the end of the interlude, I put my grandma doing the skit.
On the phone or in person?
In person, I filmed her. I recorded her on my phone, before she passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. Rest in peace. So that's the album came out after she passed away?
Yeah, it was
Wow, that's dope.
it was the same year.
I'm gonna listen to that, but like, what was she saying?
She's singing. Well, she's singing.
She's singing?
Yeah, like to
Oh.
herself, you know, like a little poem by Charles Aznavour that she used to sing when my grandfather passed.
Okay.
You know, so like she'd have that letter that I think she wrote for him. She wrote the letter and wrote bars from that poem, you know, and she always sang it to herself, you know. She was dealing with a lot, you know, so it's like that always kept her like grounded.
And you put that on the album.
Yeah.
That's really dope. That's, oh fuck. That's really, I want to say creative, but it's so much. It's bigger than that, you know.
Yeah.
It's shit, like it's sentimental as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool. I'm
And
gonna listen to that.
content wise, it's insane too. It's yo, like
It's called Pride. First of all, the song.
Pride, yeah.
I'm listening to that. 4th track, 5th track, whatever.
Yeah, you'll see it. It's Pride. Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that for sure. And yo, everyone else, listen to that.
But yeah, go ahead. Lost in Paradise, man.
Yeah, when did that come out, bro? That was like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, that came out June or July 2019.
Okay, see, back then, yo, I didn't even know your name. I didn't even know who you were until I met you one time at Make Way,
Yeah.
which you just came in to say what's up.
I mean,
to
yo,
us,
one thing's for
but-
sure with me is like it's just recently that I even started posting like my face. You know what I mean? Like I never like people knew, for example, my music. People knew Golden Child.
Yeah.
You know, but like sometimes they'd be listening to music. Some people like I just meet would be listening to songs, and like they wouldn't know it's me. You know, or
That's
like,
crazy.
and like they'd be with me, or like sometimes I'd have a session with someone, and he'd be like, "Yo, can you make my shit sound like this?" And he played my song,
No way.
and he wouldn't know it's me.
No
And
way.
I tell him like after the session, just because I don't want to pressure, you know, people or like
Yeah.
this and that. You know, sometimes like it's like that. You know, you have to like hold back just because you don't want to like interrupt someone's creative process. You know, so if he's like, if he wants you, he comes to me and he like some people would actually come to me and be like, "Yo, can you make me sound like this, or can you do
And
this
it's-
effect?" And they play like a part of one of my songs, or just my song, or can you make me an instrumental like this?
Do
Play
they
my
know
song.
it was mixed by you or not even?
Nah, they don't know none about the track. You know, like about what I had to do with the song.
And it was you.
You know, it's like and it's me. You know, and they'd book me because you know like someone else would have worked with me, and like whatever studio I'd be at, you know, at the moment, whether it was Hidden Leaf or Make Way or wherever, you know, they'd remember the name of the place. So they'd be like, "Yo, go there." No. The engineer there is sick.
Yeah.
You know. So
Actually, I think that was the first time I heard your name. My boy was recording at Make Way, and at the time I didn't even know what I never been to Make Way, you know.
yeah, I think I know who your boy is because I think I saw a video of him passed out. Is it the blonde kid? Is him, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but no, I recorded like 2-3 songs for him like 2 years ago, or right before quarantine, like the first quarantine.
That's what I'm saying. It was summer.
Yeah, no, I
last
saw a
year.
video recently
Really?
on the Water Boys, the Baha'i thing. I think it was like a birthday or some shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's fucking joke. Maybe
Like
I was
2
there
weeks
because if
ago.
it was at Baha'i, yeah, I think I was
It was
there.
at Baha'i.
He was passed out, or
He
it was some other
passed
shit.
out, bro.
Okay,
Yeah, he was like drunk or something.
yeah. Yo, that's funny.
Yeah,
as
no,
hell.
that's probably when, honestly.
But yeah, but like I just know like
But were you there?
no, I definitely
You weren't
not. 'Cause
there.
that's when I first started my home studio.
Okay, yeah, no,
another
for
crib.
sure. So you were, yeah, no.
So I was just focused on my shit. It's when I first started this music shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was coming to record with me, and he went to Make Way a couple times, and like, he still records with me to this day. He goes to Baha'i too. I guess he just goes everywhere. But I just remember hearing your name, Golden Child. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember very
And
well.
yeah, it reminded me because when I was a kid, I would play WWE, and there was this kid with golden pants, like a
You
wrestler with golden pants, and I would call him Goldilocks. For no reason, I would call him Goldilocks, and it always reminded me of that every time I heard your name, Goldilocks. Like,
Yeah, no, I remember when I had the braids, like one of my friends would tell me, "Yo, bro, like why don't you add some like color to your hair?"
Yo, that would've been
Goldilocks.
dope.
I was like,
Yo,
"Yo, you crazy, bro?
that
Like,
would've
yo,
been fucking
you
crazy.
I was like, "Yo, man, I'm not touching my hair with no unnatural coloring and shit.
Yeah, true.
Destroy my hair."
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Ever since then, you're on my radar or whatever. But never. First time I heard your music was with,
I mean,
I Make Way Subai.
Yo, bro, first time I met you.
Yeah.
Bro, I could automatically see, like, this is something you could read. I think it's because, like, when you're good at it, you could read it through in
Yeah.
other people. It's like I could tell how passionate you are,
Really.
you know, about like engineering.
Really.
Yo,
Were you talking about a Baha'i? Or
huh? No.
at Make Way?
First time I met you. So
Okay, so you remember
it was at Make Way,
in the room. With
yeah,
Subai.
and with Subai, and after that I saw you at Baha'i, but that's the first time we spoke. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
yeah.
told me, "Yo, I saw you at Make Way. You remember?"
Yeah.
You know, I was like, "Yeah, I remember."
Yeah, exactly. Cause I remember that day too. That like, I wasn't really going out much. I would just like stay in the studio all the time. But so like all my clients, everyone calls me Ace, right?
Yeah.
But I wasn't used to that at that point, introducing myself like that. So when I just remember this because I felt awkward. But when I went to dap you up that first time, you're like, "Oh, I'm gold. What's up?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm," and then I almost said my govy, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" And then I just like kind of stayed quiet. I
Yeah,
remember
no,
that.
no, that's yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, I remember you played the song. I feel like it was one of the songs off Hood Rich Harmonies because it sounded familiar, but like when I heard it again on the album, it was familiar. But maybe I'm tripping. But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
possible, bro. It's possible.
that's just
'Cause I
probably
was,
like, yeah, that's just coming out soon, and it probably did.
yeah.
But yeah, do you still engineer at Makeway or not?
Yeah, more. Yo, the thing is, there's such a big wave of artists that got birthed during the whole COVID season, right?
Yo, no cap. Like how many people got dogs? You know,
Yeah,
it's like
you
mad
know.
people became artists.
Yeah, you know. So the thing is, as much as people started becoming artists, people started taking the initiative and recording themselves or having a studio at home and stuff, right?
That's what I did. Yeah.
So I encouraged a lot of my artist friends to like get home studios.
See, that's one thing I could respect so much because I do the same shit as an engineer. I'm like, I fuck with how you do that too. Is like, you're not shy to tell people, like, yeah, you could record yourself. Like, I can teach you how to record yourself. I
Yeah.
can tell you what equipment to buy and you could do it yourself so you can save money.
Yeah, and that creates loyalty too with people.
Yes.
You know, it's like,
And it shows you don't
you
give a
know,
fuck about the money. Like,
yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
it. You know, but Makeway always helped me down, man. I record people over there, especially anyone's trying to like book a session in like a big spacey room that's like, really like insane quality and this and that. For sure, Makeway is the spot.
yeah.
Um,
Shout out Makeway again.
big shout out to Makeway. Big shout out to Buds.
Yeah, shout out
This
Buzz.
guy has always been like a big brother to me.
Shout out Honor Roll too. matter
Big
of
shout
fact.
out Honor Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, Honor Roll.
Record label on top of Makeway.
See, that's the thing about Honor Roll. Back in the old Makeway building, I didn't know them like that. Okay,
It was more
but as
separated.
soon as I pulled up to like the new spot and we started bumping each other face to face, they always treated me like family, bro.
Yeah, bro. First time I met Kyle, I got treated like I'm family, like I was family, and like I can't ask for anything more. You
But
know.
that's what it is, right? Honor Roll, it's like a big family, So
Mhm.
so is Makeway,
Yeah.
and I guess they're so tight together that like they saw how Buds sees me as family, so they treated me as
That's
family.
good.
So big shout out to Honor Roll, big shout out to Makeway. Now yeah, man, it's just a matter of where people want to book,
Yeah.
End of the day, they still hit me,
That's what I'm saying. It's like some of my clients, when they saw I could engineer at Makeway now, they're like, oh, like let me book a session there, and then either we keep recording there or they say like, nah, like I want to record at your crib again, and it's like okay, but it's not your choice, like wherever the client wants to record, just you go there. It's your job to be like, all right, that's up to you.
Yeah, exactly. You can't limit yourself,
Yeah, and that's why I think it's good to have connections with all these like engineers or artists or whatever in studios, so that if they do offer you a chance to be like, yo, you can bring your own clients here, like you can work here if you want, that's cool because it gives your clients a different perspective on how different studios work. It gives you a different perspective on, whether there's that fucking Albert or whatever Einstein console at a Makeway,
Yeah.
and then there's like an SSL console or some shit at Planet or whatever. You're not limiting yourself to knowing one specific type of console.
Exactly.
You know?
You could adapt. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Music is all about making music is all about adapting.
Exactly. And learning new toys. I was gonna say tools, but it's really toys. you know?
Yeah, like, bro, we have fun with this shit. You
Yeah,
know. So,
trust. Nothing more fun in the world to me than
yo, I'm telling
mixing,
you, that's
bro.
why it's like what I said earlier at the beginning. It's like I'm never like annoyed. When it comes to recording people, I never get tired of it. I rather someone comes in and fucks up a million times, but
Yeah.
takes my criticism
yeah,
and gets better than someone who comes in, does things wrong, and like, okay, when am I going home? Or let me let this guy fuck up.
yeah,
Let me let him fuck up for another 30 minutes.
exactly.
Hell nah. I'm gonna tell him, redo it. It's good. You're missing this. Redo it one more time. He redoes it. It's good.
And at first, I promise they'll find you annoying as hell, but then they'll see how much better it is.
Yo, when I start working with someone, I tell them off the bat I'm gonna be annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell them, yo, bro, I'm gonna be annoying, and they're so happy when I tell them that.
That's what I'm saying. Because they whether they like to admit it or not, they need it.
Yeah.
No matter how good an artist is, it doesn't hurt to have different people's opinions, and
Mhm.
especially an engineer who, whether you work with talented artists or just, you know, no name artists or whoever you work with as an engineer, you still see and hear so many different types of music, so many different types of people, that just that gives you the experience enough to tell people, like, you know, give people tips and advice and criticism, because first of all, they need it. Second of all, they're gonna be more loyal to you. They're gonna respect you more if you're not scared to not be a yes man. You know, because
Yeah, no,
you can't be a yes
fuck
man as an
being a
engineer.
yes man. You know, I'll keep the yes man shit for fans.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
The amount of like love I've gotten from clients for me telling them, like, yo, you fucked up, do it again. The amount of love I've gotten from that is insane. They tell me, like, yo, thank you. Like, this would probably be trash if you just let it happen, because their boys are in there saying them, like, yeah, that's fire, that's fire. Meanwhile, I'm telling them, yo, do another take for 10 times, and those 10 takes, all their boys were like, yeah, that was fire, when the 11th one was really the only fire
Yeah,
one,
you know?
So it's crazy, bro. It's a whole
Yeah.
game.
That's the game. That's the game we
Yeah.
chose, you know? So if we're going to do it, we do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, this to all engineers, you know, if you're going to do it right.
Yeah.
Don't let someone leave looking stupid.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's why I fuck with you as an engineer too, you know? Because you clearly, you have a sense of all this shit, and you have the experience of all this shit, and you know what's right, what's wrong, you know?
Yeah, I wish
That's
that
cool.
for everyone, you know? I wish that, you know, any aspiring engineer,
Yeah.
you know, I just hope that they adapt and get used to, like, being honest with the client.
Of course.
You know,
Honest.
you can't not be honest. Like, honesty goes a long way, you know? You can
Yeah.
be, like, being honest is, like, just as much as, like, telling him that the thing doesn't sound nice and to redo it, honesty is also respecting your words. So if you make, like, some kind of deal with a client, or, like, you make the client sign shit, or
Yeah.
whatever it is, you got to keep your end of the shit. You can't just ghost and disappear, you know?
Yeah.
Because it ruins it for other engineers.
That's what it is, bro. And whether I'm a fucking registered business or I'm working in a big professional studio or not, whether I'm working here in my crib, it's like, still keep the same level of professionalism.
Exactly.
I gotta not pretend, but I gotta act like every artist that comes in here is, I don't know how to say this, like, known or like big name, you know, like,
yeah, you
talented.
got to treat them the same,
Exactly.
you know?
Treat them all the same, and treat them like they're fucking Justin Bieber or Beyonce or some shit, because you're getting paid to make them sound good. You're getting paid to, you know, give them honesty. Getting paid to fucking sit there and
Yeah.
mix their shit. And don't do it if you don't like it.
Exactly. If you don't like it, you won't complain.
Yeah.
Don't do it, you know?
Trust.
It's more for me.
Trust. Bro, I gotta have more engineers on this podcast, bro. I've only had you and JT so far.
Yeah,
But
no.
it's
This
dope
is
talks.
good, for real.
'Cause I
Like,
don't
these
really-
are talks that, like,
Yeah.
you know, some people are going to watch this, you know, and hear the engineer talk
Yeah.
and be like,
Fuck that.
what?
Yeah.
But other people who want to be engineers, who are engineers, or who are trying to, like, perfect their engineering, these are gems for you guys, you know?
For real.
So, yeah.
For real. But yo, I think that's a pretty good place to end it off. An
Yeah,
hour
it
and a
is.
half.
Yeah, that's real good, man.
About an hour and a half. Fucking good talking with you, though.
Yo, you too, man. Once again, you know, I could easily say for engineers, you know, this is, like, probably the most important point out of the whole podcast, you know, just for, like, to finalize it, you know.
Okay.
It's like, engineers you gotta respect yourself, so stand up for yourself. But it's mainly respect your client, you know. And like I said, respect goes a long way, you know.
Facts.
So everybody, you know, as long as people respect themselves in general in this industry, we could all just go up,
Yeah.
you know.
I feel like
Just,
respecting yourself and respecting others kind of falls into the same lane, you know?
Yeah, man. Yo, some engineers are under hella pressure, and
Yeah.
no one knows.
Yo, like, before I even knew what an engineer was, I don't know why, I was searching up, like, rappers in the studio and shit. I guess I was always just, like, interested in seeing that. But I saw this video, it was, like, Lil Keed or something in the studio, and he's, like, yelling at his engineer, bro, and all you hear is, like tick, 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 like, his engineer going so fast on the keyboard, and Keed just yelling at him, bro, like, nah, one more time, like, why you going so slow, motherfucker? Kicks him out,
You know what the
engineers himself.
Yeah, yo, you know what the thing is? Yo, the thing about this is most artists
Yeah.
have their go-to engineer.
Yeah.
So when they're not with their go-to engineer, they crack, bro.
Yeah, they freak a little bit.
They hate it, bro. Oh my God, some people, they have no patience. Because let's say someone who's used to working with me, where like there's no 10 seconds between takes. It's just like, okay.
Yeah,
When it's a good take, I know it. Like we communicate without speaking. It's a good
exactly.
take, we know it. Put it, fix it a little bit. Next,
You gotta be like that.
But yeah, man, it's like some people are just not like that. So if you're used to someone that works super fast and you make a song an hour, and then you end up working with someone who takes like 2 hours to make a song, 3 hours, for sure the person's gonna feel weird, especially if you're on drugs all the time.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I respect all my clients who stay loyal to me and shit. Cause I feel like, it definitely helps them. Whether I'm the best, like whether I'm better than any other engineer or I'm worse than any other engineer, chemistry is a big thing. So
Yeah, they're there for you.
exactly. They're not there. Like, that's why they don't. All my clients don't mind. Like, I have clients every day, and they don't mind coming to my crib here.
Yeah.
Because they're coming for me. They're coming for my sound, for the way I look at things, for the way I make things sound, whatever. And they're not there because they want a big studio, fancy shit.
Exactly. They're there really for the sound.
Because that will do nothing to you, bro. Other than like a little Instagram picture, being in a big studio, professional studio with this professional engineer who you never worked with, it won't do much for you unless you stick with that guy. Obviously, it'll work for you.
Yeah,
But
you really have to stick with the guy.
Yeah.
Other than that, like you said, it's an Instagram post.
Yeah, exactly. That's all it is. But yeah, fucking nice talking to you, bro.
Yeah, you too, man.
Fucking gems out here. You guys are better listen to this shit.
Yeah, man. Yo, big shout out to the Bace.
Thank you. Big shout out to GXLDENCHILD. Hey, check out his music. Check out his Instagram. GXLDENCHILD with an X, right?
Yeah, exactly.
On, like,
GXLD. Anywhere GXLD, you'll find me. I'll pop up.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I am gold on Instagram.
With an X. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so thank you all so much for watching. You guys should definitely leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next Wednesday. And have a good night. Take care. Peace.